Over the northern portions of the Mariana Island.
It's really hard to take in,
It's actually right around Saipan. They're expected to take this storm system directly head on, and what's going to be a fairly rough storm through the rest of your evening hours.
This is just one individual of thousands who experience the devastation of Typhoon Soudelor.
And I keep saying it, we cannot take things for granted, even if it's your everyday thing.
Do you feel we underestimated Soudelor?
Big time, especially with the last typhoon being so weak, and that's what really caught us off guard.
This is from the Himawari 8 satellite, and you can just see our storm bubbling right up right here at sunset.
The first ever experience I had in my life.
Before the occurrence, before the typhoon hit, how's it for you?
It was different, like...
And then out of nowhere, boom! That's when the typhoon struck.
Right around 6 p.m. Japan Standard Time, about 09 Universal Standard Time, Typhoon Soudelor continuing the track west.
Our way out was all blocked because the roofs fell in. Yes, I was.
Yes.
Yeah, I was. Yes.
Yes.
I was here when it happens.
Yes.
Yep, I was there.
I was here. Like I was at home with my family. The night that it hit, I was supposed to be on a flight, so I'm really grateful that there was an available flight at the time. Yes, I was.
Hi, today I'm Isa Baza and I'm here in Saipan with Kevin Rozan, who actually experienced Typhoon Soudelor. So what can you tell us about your experience?
This typhoon was definitely something we really weren't prepared for. Houses weren't boarded up, we didn't stock up on food, we didn't stock up on supplies, water. It was really crazy.
So I know when you started to realize the storm was intensifying, you called your mom.
I told her to get away from the windows because from where I wasn't home. So from where I was, the south side windows came in, and then I called my mom and I told her to get away from the windows. And as soon as that phone call ended, she told me that all of our windows came in, and we weren't protected in any way. And that's something that's really scary, especially being away from my mom, from my parents, from my family. It worried me the whole night. I couldn't sleep easy.
And what was it like after the storm, your first experience going out and seeing the damage firsthand?
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, telephone poles, debris, trees blocking the roads, roofs all over the place, people without houses. I know some of my students and some of my family and friends, they're suffering from this, and it's really hard to take in, and I wish I could help as many people as I can, but one person can only do so much.
Before our house was damaged, my mom
got all our clothes and food ready.
I'm working at Fiesta Resort that night.
We were prepared for it actually, but we were prepared for like if our house was gonna like break down.
The wind is so strong from north to south.
Before it hit, I guess I was delivering bread in the morning because it was like not really, and then as the day kept going, it was getting more rainy.
Me and my son is watching TV.
It's my first time to see that, to experience that wind.
Then my wife suddenly went home and suddenly became strong. The winds, the rain, and everything of it.
Watching TV, and then out of nowhere, boom! That's when the typhoon struck.
It's so strong and it's so fast.
It was really cold. I thought it was just like a normal rain.
Okay, basically that was a Sunday. That was the tournament of DOC. I was playing golf, and basically from 3-4 o'clock p.m. the wind and the rain was really gusty, heavy.
My family, we were having dinner together
In Laula East when we played the golf tournament. Then I finished my golf tournament with the award banquet in Laula. I came back to Garapan.
My thought, I really thought that I was blessed to be with my family that night because we never had family dinners often because my mom's always working, so.
And I was having a little dinner at the Korean restaurant next to Godfather. Then about 8 o'clock, a friend of mine who visited.
I felt blessed, and I didn't know that the typhoon would have happened that night.
And he said, guys, this is going to be a super typhoon, so please go home.
We were actually going around our neighborhood gathering some supplies, some food to stock up.
They asked us to go home, and then we secured the house.
While I was watching movies, I was contacted on my phone by all my family and friends about what's been going on, and I thought it wasn't that bad from pictures. Our parents decided that we sleep in one room, so if ever we'll be together during the storm, none of us could get hurt.
We're in the shelters in Garapan Elementary School. Most of my family was there. That's where we always go.
Which was a good idea in the end because me and my sister's room kind of got damaged, and if we had slept there that night, we would have gotten hurt pretty bad.
During the typhoon, our house broke down.
This is the first ever experience I had in my life. What I did, I pray.
And we had to stay in our bedroom because our way out was all blocked because the roofs fell in.
That's the first thing I did.
We got into the car.
All we did was just hope that we make it throughout the night.
We felt really devastated.
The whole house is gonna like fly because the wind is really strong.
We didn't know where exactly to go.
Basically, I haven't seen a big typhoon in my life.
I try to like stay strong for my family and know that we'll get through it.
Unbelievable.
Anything can happen, right?
I have a broken windows. I have a damaged kitchen.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel pretty bad about this. I was laughing it off because I thought it was just gonna be another false alarm typhoon. We just tried to make the most of it, be positive about it, because there was really nothing we could have done. I couldn't sleep because the wind kept getting louder and louder. That's when my heart started pumping. Really make sure that our families were okay and that no one was focusing on the negativity that was going on. So we just try to make the most of it.
big of a typhoon?
Yes, because the forecast is it's just a tropical storm.
Big time, especially with the last typhoon being so weak. Then that's what really caught us off guard.
Yeah, we are not really prepared for it.
Yeah, at first.
Yes, I thought it was heavy rain only.
The wind direction have changed 2 times or 3 times before it smacked into my house.
Yep. A lot.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Prior to Soudelor, we had a lot of typhoons, right? When we experienced those big typhoons, but nothing like Soudelor.
We never would have expected something that bad to hit such a small island.
They said that this was just a small storm, but in the end it turned out to be pretty big, and it wrecked our island.
Well, after the typhoon was finished, we had to check back our house.
FEMA, getting gas, not with a car. Okay, we're like lining up on foot, and we're trying to get gas.
The strongest typhoon that I ever encountered here in Saipan.
How's it for
was
you?
Different. Like we were having so much hard time. You know, we have no food that much. We have no much water.
When I went to work in the morning at 7:30, I cannot pass everywhere I go.
No power.
It's very terrible.
Basically, the first experience is that I want to try to bring my daughter to work.
I had to wake up early all the time and rest at a hotel, like stay at a hotel for a while and try to restore my house.
Basically, I didn't expect that kind of disaster.
It's a very new thing for me.
There were trees that fell all around us, and my dad wanted to go to Ace Hardware to try to get some materials to fix up the roof.
It's so sad to see those things, and then just like I said, people took it for granted.
Watching what we're doing, like eating and making sure that we have enough for the next couple of days because we didn't know what was going to happen.
Some houses that I've grown up passing by every time I go to school, and I've seen it collapse.
Just that it's so devastating.
We'd always clean up. There was debris everywhere, so we clean up little by little every day.
People took it so light that it'll just pass us with nothing will happen. But after Soudelor, it's like you could see.
And slowly we started recovering. Unfortunately for my auntie's house, which she raised me in, was completely destroyed, got obliterated.